Say Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai. First and foremost, want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders who rule at a great millstone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akiums in the four corners of the earth to push in the gospel and sincerity and truth. Shalom. Right, this afternoon, I want to touch on do the lesson to edify, edify the church of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Sometimes, you can be in your right, and it might be rebuked, for something you didn't do or something you didn't say, and you might be rebuked wrongfully, or, so, there's no need to, to be a nigger. What you need to do is be humble, right? You might say something, and you're right. You might see it. I know sometimes the other brothers mightn't seen it, or they might get rebuked. It might be taken up to the council. I might have a meeting with the elders of the camp, right? And you might be in your right, but they mightn't see what you're saying, or but you get rebuked. What you're supposed to do is show humility, right? Because the Most High set up these men to be the head, to lead his sheep, to be the shepherd in his pasture. So you gotta humble yourself, right? And we go into the precept, the scripture say everything is written for before time it was written for our learning, right? So let me get this one in 1 Peter, right? 1 Peter, right? 1 Peter 2 and start at verse 17. Right, 1 Peter 2 and 17, he said, honor all men, right? Honor all men, love the brotherhood. So love the brotherhood. Like I said, like a brother might rebuke you, you might be innocent. But what? Just love the brotherhood. Take your rebuke and be humble. Right? Fear the Most High, because the Most High speak through these men. Fear the Most High, right? Honor the king, right? It's a servant, be subjected to your masters, Our master starting with Elder Apostle Tahar, and the other apostles and elders and the camp leaders. These is the men that the Most High set up over us, right? So it's a servants. Be subjected to your masters with all fear, because Yahweh Bashim Yahshua speak through these men, right? Not only to the good and gentle, but also to the forward, right? So we go into this word forward, Yeah, you might be right to whatever you're saying. You might be right on your judgment, right? Right on your average, wherever situation, But what? Humility is honor. Humility is riches, humility is life, humility, right? It's all about humility, right? So you go to this word forward, right?
Strong's G 4646 scolios.
So the Greek word is scolios, right? It means crooked, curve, perverse, wicked, unfair, surly, forward, right? And I type in this word surly, right? Let me get this here quick, right? I type in this word sorely, right? And this would say, right, sorely mean bad temper, right? It means bad temper, right? Or unfriendly. This is what the word sorely mean, right? So we got a good example in the scripture with King David and with David and King Saul, right? We can get that. King Saul wanna kill David because of jealousy, right? And King David had a chance to out-elite, but he show humility, and he show the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua within him, because he said he's not gonna touch the Most High anointed, right? And King Saul was what? King Saul was a forward king, right? He was wicked, right? He was wicked, So let me start from I'll start from verse 4. This is 1 Samuel chapter 24, verse 4. And the men of David said unto him, Behold, the day of which the Lord Yahweh said unto thee, Behold, I will deliver thine enemy into thine hand, that thou mayest do to him as it shall seem good unto thee. Then David arose and cut off the skirt of Saul's robe privately. So Saul didn't know this, right? And this is show that the enemies, it could be your brother too, because King Saul was David's brother. King Saul was from the tribe of Benjamin, and David was from the tribe of Judah, right? So what brother? Verse 5. And it came to pass afterward that David heart smote him, because he cut off Saul's skirt. And he said unto his men, The Lord Yahweh forbid that I should do this thing unto my master. So yeah, you might get rebuked and you're right, yeah, but what you gotta do? You gotta show humility. The Lord anointed to stretch forth my hand against him, seeing he is the anointed of the Lord Yahweh. And this humility David show here, right? So David stayed his servant with these words, and suffered them not to rise against Saul. But Saul rose up out of his cave and went on his way. David also arose after and went out of the cave and cried after Saul, saying, My Lord, the king. And when Saul looked behind him, David stooped with his face to the earth. You see this humbleness, this humility. You understand this humility, right? He said, and bowed himself, right? So you get rebuked for something that you do, and it was right, but they don't give you right to find fault, to find fault in your camp leader, or to find fault in the brothers around you. It's all about showing humility. By you show humility, you could correct a brother. A brother could see that and say, you know what? Yo, this man right now. This man right. And I rebuke this man wrongfully. And this man show humility. You understand? So you show the brother how to act. You understand? Yeah. Right? So David bowed himself. Right? David bowed himself. He said, and David said unto Saul, Wherefore hearest thou men's words, saying, Behold, David seek thy heart. Behold, this day thine eyes have seen how that the Lord hath delivered thee today into my hand in the cave, and some bade me to kill thee, but my eyes spared thee. And I said, I will not put forth my hand against my Lord, for he is the Lord's anointed. So this is humility, this humble, this is fear, this having fear for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Right? So me go back to this precept here. Right? There's having fear for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Right? This 1 Peter 2:18. He says, Servant, be subjected to your master with all fear, not only to the good and gentle, but also to the forward. Right? Because King Saul was a wicked king. Right? Even when you read back verse 17, again, he said, Honorable men love the brotherhood, fear the Most High, and honor the king. And this is what David did.
Surly.
Right? He honored King Saul. Right? Verse 19, 1 Peter 2:19. He said, For this is thankworthy, if a man for conscience towards the Most High endure grief. Right? This is thankworthy if a man for conscience towards the Most High endure grief, suffering wrongfully. This is thankworthy to the Most High, because you're showing humility. For what glory is it, if when he be buffeted for your fault, he shall take it patiently? When you do something wrong, you get rebuked, you humble yourself, right? You humble yourself because you acknowledge you was wrong, and you humble and you say Salakia, right? But if when he do well, and suffer for it, he take it patiently. This is acceptable with the Most High. So yeah, you get rebuked, and you was right, but you still get rebuked. So what you gonna do? You take it patiently, right? And this is acceptable with the Most High, right? Verse 21, he said, "For even hereunto were he called, because Yahushua also suffered for us, leaving us an example that he should follow his step, who did no sin, neither was guile found in his mouth." And Yahushua was innocent, but what? They put him to death wrongfully, and he was innocent. And this is an example that we gotta follow. And our forefather King David showed the same example too, right? King Saul want to kill David for no cause, because of jealousy, right? So the Most High looked at man with humility, right? This is our 1 Peter 5:5. "Likewise, ye younger, submit yourself unto your elders." These are the men that the Most High set up, right? It's "Yea, all of you be subjected one to another, and be clothed with humility," humbleness. Humility, go back to humbleness. "For the Most High resists the proud, and giveth grace to the humble." The Most High resists the proud and giveth grace to the humble. Grace go back to what? Being favorable in the sight of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. With grace go back to the Greek word, which is cherish, right? Grace also is a period of time, right? So the Most High gonna resist the proud. It said, "Humble yourself therefore under the mighty hand of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that he may exalt you in due time." So we gotta humble yourself. It's all about humbling, right? So this is the men that the Most High gonna look to, men that humble, right? Men that humble. This way Yahweh Bashem Yahushai gonna look to, men who humble, right? Salakia, I think it's 58, right? So we gotta humble ourselves. Let's see. I think it's Isaiah 50, right? 57, right? So it's all about humbling yourself. Alright, so this is Isaiah 57 verse 15. He said, "For thus said the high and lofty one that inhabited eternity, whose name is holy, I dwell in the high and holy place, with him also that is of a contrite and humble spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble, and to revive the heart of the contrite ones." So these are the men that the Most High can dwell among, of a humble and contrite spirit. So regardless you get rebuked, right? And you're right, you gotta take it cheerfully, right? You gotta take it cheerfully. This is Isaiah 66:2. They said, "For all those things had my hand made, and all those things had been, said the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. But to this man will I look, even to him that is poor and of a contrite spirit, and tremble at my word." So these is the men that the Most High gonna look to, men of a humble spirit. It's saying Psalms 51:17, "The sacrifice of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is a man of a humble and contrite spirit," right? It says it's all about humility, right? It's all about humility. It's all about taking, humbling yourself, right? This is Proverbs 22:4. He said, "By humility and the fear of the Lord are riches." By humility and the fear of the Lord are riches. The scripture said the fear of the Most High is wisdom, right? And by humility and fear of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai are riches and honor and life, right? So this is the spirit that you gotta be in, right? Because the Most High gonna try you in many ways. The Most High gonna try you in many ways to see if you're really sincere, right? See if you're really sincere about the Most High. See if you really fear the Most High. So yeah, you might get rebuked, and you're right. So what's the next move to do? The next move is to be humble. To be humble. You understand? And the brother gonna see that and say, hey, this man real humble, this brother real humble. I rebuked this brother and he was right, and he showed humility. He showed humility, right? You understand? So with that, our lesson is edifying. Want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders who rule at Great Millstone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akiums in the four corners of the earth to push in the gospel and sincerity in truth. Shalom.